Hey, what's up everybody? Jeff Stevens here. On this week's episode, I'm going to show you how to create your very own beautiful thumbnail image for your next YouTube video using a free tool called Canva. So here I am on my YouTube page, my channel page, and if you scroll down you can see these little pictures that are called thumbnail images. Typically what will happen is YouTube will generate some still frame images from your video once you upload it. Typically these are not the most flattering or the most ideal images that you want to use just to draw engagement or draw viewers to your videos. So what you'll want to do is create your own custom thumbnail so that when you do upload a new video, you can use your own custom thumbnail to show it off for those that come across your channel. So as you see down here on my channel here, you can see a couple thumbnail images down here. And what a lot of YouTube users will do is put an engaging photo of them with a particularly like an engaging photo that kind of draws the viewer in. So you have my face, I'm looking off to the side, there's some engagement here. And then I'll lay down some text in large font that really stands out and lets the person know very quickly looking at it what that video is providing. So in this case, it's 6 ways to hack your learning. I know just looking at that I should learn some stuff from that video. I should learn how to learn, right? So these are just a couple examples of what a custom thumbnail image looks like and why you want to do it for your YouTube videos. So with that, let's jump over to Canva. Here's Canva. If you're familiar with it, it's canva.com. It's a free tool that you can use to do online image editing and image creation. Very powerful tool. I love this tool. It's something I've been using for my blogging. Pretty much everything I do graphically, I use Canva to do some of the editing and making it perfect. The cool thing about Canva is they have a lot of templates out of the box. So if you scroll down through this interface, you can do social media posts. If you want to do a Twitter image, a Facebook post, Instagram post. So all this stuff is templatized so that the dimensions are all preset. So you don't have to screw around worrying about, is this the right size? It's going to look good when I drop it in Facebook. Is it going to distort if I have the wrong dimensions? But the good thing is that Canva kind of handles all that. So if you look at the social media and email headers, you can see your Facebook cover, Facebook event cover. So these are all kind of YouTube channel art. It's very valuable as well for YouTubers out there. So this gives you a very easy way to quickly get up to speed. Now the thing is you do not see is a YouTube custom thumbnail here. So they do not have that template. But the good thing is that looking at YouTube's help files, you can tell that it is a custom dimension of 1280 by 720. So those are the dimensions that YouTube would prefer you to use. That's 1280 side to side and 720 up down. So that gives you the dimensions for those custom thumbnails. So that's right here, these guys. So in Canva, you can do a custom dimension 1280 by 720 in pixels, hit design, and that brings you to a blank canvas. And this is where you create your next masterpiece. So what I want to do here is I will go to the Uploads tab on Canva. I already have a number of uploads that I've pulled from my collection. And what I typically do is I'll take my video after I've cut it, and I'll go frame by frame in certain areas and try and pull a quality image from that video. So I'll pull this one in real quick. As you can see, once I click on it, it drops it into the canvas. I can then resize to the way that I want it. Not the most flattering picture, but we'll have to deal with it. You can move it around, obviously, get it to the size you want it. If I want to maybe put my head more on this side, you can do that. You can also add filters to it if you'd like. So if I want to change it to a little softer with the Cali filter, an Epic filter. So you can play around with these. It's very powerful, however you want to do it. Let's say I go with Cali. There's also advanced options here that you can choose. So you can still manipulate the brightness if you want to make it darker even so. So you can start with a filter and even adjust it more so. Some people do a blurring in the background. So you can see kind of how that blurred. You can do Control Z or Command Z to undo it really quickly, which is nice. So if I just apply a real quick filter here, a Cali filter, I'm going to leave it as the default for the demonstration purposes. So I have that up on here. Now I can add text. Again, it's very simple. I go to the text button, hit add heading. That drops the text over there, and I can say video, let's just call it vlog number 1. I know it's a creative title, but it is what it is. So I can select this guy. I can then change the color. Let's say I change it to a white. I want to change the font. They have a number of cool looking fonts here. I'll just go with a basic Archivo Nero. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Archivo, whatever. So there's my font. It's nice and slick and clean. I'm going to bump the size of it up to, let's say, 144, maybe a little big. Let's go to 120. And again, you can edit all these values. If I want to do a 118, I can do that as well. So you can manipulate it and change it as you please. I can then move this around however I want. Let's say I just want to drop it down here. If that's my typical branding, you can drop in logos. You can do whatever you want with it, really, with this thing. That's the cool thing about Canva. So now I have this image. Let's say I want this to stand out a little bit more because it's kind of blurred into the background over here. I could go in here and I could drop the brightness on my image if I'd like, just to kind of really make that white pop a little bit. I could also go over here to the Elements tab and grab a shape, which is what I'll do quite a bit, is I'll drop this shape on here and resize it so it's just a little bit bigger than the text. I can then change the arrangement to behind it. That's a little hard to see with the white on white. But now the square is selected. Now the text is selected. Sometimes these guys overlap and it's a little bit difficult, but once I select the square, I can change the color, let's say to a black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fade it out via the transparency and just give it a subtle little outline behind the text. So if I drag this guy over, I kind of have my dark background, but I don't want it that dark. So what I can do, and if you notice, as I move my mouse over here, you can see the outline show up. So nothing's there, and as soon as I get close to the text, you can see the outline. That kind of helps you understand which part of your graphic you've actually selected. So in this case, I don't want the text, so I'm going to move further over, and now I have the square. Now that I have the square, I can click on the little transparency button up here in the top right, and I can just lower that down and immediately see how I'm getting it. And I can kind of add a nice little fade effect that gives enough pop to the lettering, but still keeps the image seen behind. So it's a cool way to do it. And you can play with however you want to do this from an artistic standpoint. I could bring this all the way across, and so it's nice and even. I can move this guy over. As you move the text around, you can see it kind of give you the guidelines of when it's centered. You can center it in the frame. You can see the line go all the way from top to bottom. That shows us in the middle. So it really helps you with guiding where you place things. So now that I have my image that's engaging in a way, I have the text, the name of the actual video, and then I have just a little graphic behind it that kind of makes the text pop. So now all I got to do is I can go up here and I can change this name of the title, and you may want to do this. This is where you may want to input your keywords, because this is the actual name of the file. So I'll just call vlog number 1. That's fine for now. I'll say done with that. And then all I need to do is download. There's multiple options you can choose, a PNG or a JPEG. Typically JPEGs are fine if you want to do that for YouTube. You won't have much loss in the image quality, especially with a thumbnail. You just hit JPEG, you hit download. It says you're saving your design, and that is downloading ultimately to your hard drive. Give it a second here. And there you go. So you can see it's down here, vlog number 1.jpg, and it's in my download folder. So now I'm able to go out and just use that image now as my thumbnail image. And that is it. That shows how easy it is to use a tool, a free tool such as Canva, to quickly and easily create a 1280 by 720 image, drop in your custom background, throw in some text, format it the way you'd like it, make it large enough for people to see it, and immediately you can have a nice, clean, custom image to use for your next YouTube video. If you enjoyed this video, hopefully you'll subscribe to the channel, and so you can stay abreast of new videos that I post. I post every weekend. And if you have any comments or questions on the video, just hit the comment section. I'll be more than happy to help you however I can. Thanks a lot and take care.